Hello and welcome to LocationTV. We're in New York City on 5th Avenue. I'm here with Marc. Hello.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Hello. So can you tell us about this area, this beautiful place we're standing in front of?
Yeah, that's the Apple flagship store, the Apple Cube. And as you can see behind, there are many people going in.
Yes, it's very busy. How well is the Apple store doing these days?
Yeah, I think it's the best Apple store in the world. And I read recently that it's also the most photographed building in the world, more often than the Empire State Building or the Statue of Liberty.
Right, it's beautiful, it's very unique.
Definitely.
Yes. So we're going to take a walk today down 5th Avenue. We're going to look at the changes that are happening in the area and what's coming to this area, right, as far as development goes.
Absolutely.
So let's take a walk, yes?
Okay.
So we're right across from the wonderful department store, Bergdorf Goodman.
Which is for sure the most, or one of the most luxury department stores in the world.
Yes, beautiful, very famous windows, right?
Yeah.
And we've just passed the Louis Vuitton store, right? This is the flagship in New York.
It is definitely on 5th Avenue.
We're going to head over to Armani and Abercrombie and Fitch, and then we're going to check out what's happening with what used to be the Walt Disney store, right?
Yeah, I'm very curious to see this.
Yes, me too. Let's go. We've just passed the Abercrombie and Fitch store.
Still under construction after, I think there was a fire in February.
Oh no. And the flagship Gucci store in the famous Trump Tower building.
Oh, it's the biggest in the world.
And Armani, Escada. So we're coming up to the Omega store here on the left.
Yeah, there was Alfred Dunhill before, and they recently moved to Madison Avenue.
So many beautiful shops on this street. There's Henri Bendel across the way, where you get the famous brown and white bags with your purchase. Is there any opportunity for retail to move in on this street?
Yeah, there's the Walt Disney store, and we don't know exactly what's going on there, but it's in the Coca Cola Building, and rumors are saying that Coca Cola will move in again, but it's not sure, and we'll see.
So is that one of the only spaces available right here for 3 years? That's a long time.
So that it's empty, so you can see that it's available, but there are some other opportunities which you cannot see because they are still occupied, and we have some opportunities here, yes.
Great. So what else can you tell me about this area that we're standing in?
Yeah, we are going now to 666 5th Avenue, where Hollister opened last year, and Uniqlo will move in, and also Zara.
Great. Well, let's check it out, right? Let's go. So look, we're in front of Forever 21.
Oh, yes.
What can you tell me about this location here?
Yeah, here it's very funny. There was a Japanese department store, Takashimaya, before, and they were also in troubles in 2008. And then Thor Equities bought the building for $142 million.
Wow. And Forever 21 moved in, or it's temporary?
It's a temporary store, yeah.
So what's the rent like at this location?
You can roughly calculate with $2,500 per square foot per year.
Great. So if somebody wants the space?
He can contact us for sure.
Great. Moving on, right? All right, Marc, we're on the corner of 53rd and 5th. There's some interesting stuff happening behind us. Can you tell me about it?
The whole building is a story for itself, but right behind us is the new Uniqlo store, or the construction site of the new Uniqlo store of the fast retailing group from Japan.
Tell me about the rent on this block over here.
On this block, or exactly for this store, the rent is $20 million a year, and they did a 15 years lease contract, so they're paying $300 million.
Wow. And what's next door?
That's the great flagship store of Hollister, belonging also to Abercrombie and Fitch.
And just next door to that, what's happening?
There was the NBA store before, and they moved out because the owner of the retail complex, they sold this part to the owner family of Zara, to the Inditex group.
We are standing in front of Hollister, famous for the models out front.
Yeah, what an amazing store.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's incredibly packed inside, right?
There are hundreds of people inside. I couldn't believe it.
The whole shopping experience. How big is this location?
This location is roughly 15,000 square feet.
So all of these lovely new retail shops are located at the bottom of the Citibank building, which I'm told has an amazing history, right?
Yeah, it was built in the 50s, sold in the 70s, 20 years later at 80 million from Tishman Speyer. And then Tishman Speyer bought it back, and then they sold it again in the year 2000.
For how much?
518 million.
Wow.
But last but not least, they sold it again 7 years later at a price you cannot imagine.
What is it?
$1.8 billion.
$1.8 billion only 7 years later.
Only 7 years later.
Oh, what an incredible story.
Yeah, but then at the end, they sold the retail space, the whole ground floor, at an unbelievable price to the Stanley Chira consortium at $525 million.
Oh, wow. A lot of money.
Definitely. Absolutely, yeah.
Well, the storefronts look great. It's a great story too, right? Where are we going next?
Now we look at the latest developments on Madison Avenue.
Oh, great. I'm excited. Let's head that way.
You'll notice that each time you go down.
So we're here on Madison Avenue. We took a little walk down from 53rd and 5th, which is where we left you before, and to the more interesting shops down here. But this is the end of the episode, so we have to say goodbye.
Thank you very much, and goodbye.
And we'll see you back here at Madison Avenue, New York City. I'm going to go shopping.
Bye.